Good morning, Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to be doing your September reading, and I've already pre-shuffled your cards, so let's jump right in and let's see what Spirit has to say. So, hopeless, helpless, and hopeless. Balance, that has been a major theme. Rest and reconsider, base chakra. Release, lead, teach, nurture, move, and embrace. Okay, and then I have two cards here. Triumph, emotional withdrawal, and triumph. Interesting. All right, let's see what I pick up here. I feel like a sense of relief, just taking that big sigh. I think we should all just take a deep breath right now. I feel like a sense of anxiety. There's a lot of Virgos out there that I feel like, I don't know if you're holding your breath on something, waiting for somebody to message you, waiting for something, someone to get back to you. Maybe it's like a job that's calling back, something, or you're waiting for someone to apologize. It's like you're waiting for something, and I feel like there's like some sort of tightness around my throat chakra, and it's almost like you're not aware that the power is kind of in you. You're not aware that the power is within you. So Virgos, I feel like sometimes, like Virgos like things in a very controlled manner. And sometimes we get a little anxious when we can't really control our circumstances or people around us or our environment. So I think like with this reading immediately, I feel like it's about acceptance for a lot of things. And I feel like it's about what can you control within yourself, It's like to stop waiting on whether or not someone is gonna understand you. Start to understand yourself, and be comfortable with speaking what's true to you to somebody, and like releasing the need to try to make them fully understand. How they take your words is on them, as long as you're effectively communicating what it is that you want to say. And Virgo is like ruled by Mercury, so you are a very communicative sign in general. So I always feel like you can be as clear as you want, but if somebody is not able to comprehend what you're saying, you have to allow them to just not be able to do that. You just have to be able to kind of walk away from things like that. And I think it has something to do with your security. So feeling like a sense of belonging is really, really important. And I'm like rubbing my third eye at this time. And so that tells me that it's very important for me to say this. It's like your sense of security. It's like you don't feel like you belong in these spaces because no matter how much you communicate, it feels like nobody's truly understanding what you're saying. It's like you feel almost like you're gaslighting yourself, saying like, oh, it's not so bad. Maybe I'm just like not speaking clearly. Maybe I just needed to be more clear about something. But really, it's like you're just in the wrong environment. It shouldn't be that difficult to be able to speak your truth and have people understand you. There are some people, no matter how clear you are, they will choose to misunderstand you. It's because they've already made a definition about you, or they've already they've already formulated their opinion about you. So no matter what you say, they've already decided that either they don't like you, they don't get you, they will never get you. So it's like, don't try to get them to understand you, because it shouldn't be that hard. Okay, I don't know if this is like romantic. It could be romantic because immediately I thought that said love, but it's not. It says move. So it's like either some people are like moving away from a love interest, or maybe a relationship is breaking up. It's like right where emotional withdrawal is, which is like you've been taking time for yourself to really ask yourself, do you really belong in this relationship? Or is this relationship right for you? Rest and reconsider. I do feel like you've been taking time away from this partnership. I do feel like this is kind of like either work related or romantic. And it's like you're releasing this. You're releasing this constant burden of like waiting for somebody else to give you the answers that you need. Deep down, you already know that this isn't working out for you. It's like you tried the best that you can, but there's something that is just like you're still giving your power away to someone else. And I can't help it go back to childhood, where it's like if you have been brought up in a household where it didn't feel safe, you might have unconsciously like picked up on a program where it's like you're always waiting for someone to rescue you from where you're at. And that person never comes. That thing never comes. And the lesson for you would be that you are your savior. You are the person that has your back. You are the one that will protect the inner child that wasn't protected before. You have all the tools to reverse what happened to you in your inner child. So you become the adult version that you needed growing up. And so it's like you are getting out of this phase where you're no longer waiting for somebody to help you out of a situation, or waiting for somebody's response, or waiting for someone to change. You have decided that you're going to make the change. You're releasing something big in terms of this. And I feel like, you're releasing a relationship. The heart and the openness here, it's like that this relationship is not good for you. And it's not feeding your soul. And this reading is requiring you to take the lead. You're not a bystander of your experiences. Like, if you're waiting for someone to change, you could be waiting your whole life, And if you're someone who stays in fear of security or needing security or feeling like you're not secure enough and you're not doing that work, you can feel like that for the rest of your life, right? But I feel like with this, Spirit is saying you need to get more confident in yourself, your intuition, in where you want to go in life. To me, when I look at this card, I see an emperor. Someone that takes charge of situations. And they know when things aren't working. They're not gonna be overly emotional. Not like there's anything wrong with emotions, but in this situation, I feel like as painful as it feels, it's like you need to kind of jump into your head and be like, hey, is this working out for me? Like if I had a best friend that treated them the way my partner is treating me, would I put up with that? If you saw that, how would you really feel from an outsider perspective? When we're in it, it's really hard to kind of pull ourselves out of it. But when we see like our best friend going through the similar stuff, we get angry, right? If they're mistreated, we like love them so much. It's like you need to start to become your own best friend is what I'm seeing here. And you need to start nurturing yourself and loving yourself and bringing harmony in yourself and not be so, it sounds so harsh. This feels like a harsh reading, and I don't mean to, but Spirit is really being very blunt here. It's like you need to start to step up and understand your wisdom inside and how you feel, and be fair to you, and to take the steps necessary to get yourself into a space of peace and joy. Like, you're not helpless in this situation. Like, I'm not saying like if people treated you poorly that it's not like you deserved it or anything. You didn't. Like, it's painful. However, you don't have to be in it. You don't have to linger there, right? And I do feel like the moment you get to a space of learning to forgive and love yourself and to trust that you have your own back, and that when you take the steps with full trust that you are supported, and because you support yourself, the universe kind of assists you in supporting you and showing you more signs of where you need to go to have more support in your life. So it is important to kind of get back into nurturing yourself. And it doesn't have to be big steps. It can be like eating healthier. It can be going out for walks, going and meditating more, doing yoga, doing projects that make you happy, because this is going to shift your vibration from feeling helpless and unloved to a sense of taking up space where you are and knowing that you belong here. Even if people may not understand you or may not like you or don't get along with you, it's like you belong here because you're here, and to own up to that and to be confident in that. I do see victory here. I do feel like you're moving out from this space, this energy space. And I feel like you're getting the right signs to kind of move into a totally different direction. Like, this card also kind of reminds me of the Fool card, where it's like the beginning of your new journey. It's like you're finally closing out a chapter that may have been long withstanding, but it's like you're moving now into a brand new cycle of your life where, even though maybe you feel alone, maybe it's totally different than what it has been. But it's something that will feed your soul. Like, you will feel more confident and at ease when you do that, because you're in a space of empowerment now. It's no longer like, what's happening to me? Why is this happening to me? It's like, okay, this has happened. I don't like it. What am I going to do about it to make things better? What can I do to create a life that resonates with who I am now, you know? So this is a powerful message for September for you, Virgo. And I feel like you're releasing anxiety. You don't feel like you're always questioning yourself anymore. There's a sense of confidence here and quiet triumph, and which is exciting, which is healing and nurturing. So make sure that you take care of yourself this September, and take it easy on yourself, Virgo. You're doing great. You're doing great. Okay, so thanks again for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.